All drugs should be legalized. And when you first hear that, you might be thinking, what? All drugs? Even the bad ones? Even the bad ones. If you legalize drugs, you get rid of so many problems. One, overall, crime rates will go down. Two, there's many health benefits. And last but certainly not least, our civil rights as Americans are in jeopardy without drugs legalized. To start off with, the criminal justice aspect of the argument for legalizing drugs. Drugs should be legalized because it reduces crime rates. It reduces these crime rates because there are people right now in prison with marijuana charges in states where it's illegal to possess marijuana now. And criminals like that, those cases will go down. And in many such cases where it is a victimless crime, as you would put it on paper, it will overall help with that, and it will help with the racial aspect as well, as it is very well documented that when crack was put into a lot of black communities, and it has ransacked these communities and made it unfair for a lot of these people and unsafe because they do not have a healthy way to access these drugs that they're addicted to. It's very unfortunate. Which leads me into the health benefits of legalizing drugs, all drugs. One, people will have more access to services to help prevent addiction and help those currently struggling with it, because they will not be afraid that they will be imprisoned for their addictions. They'll be able to actually get help for it. Two, with all drugs legalized, they'll be able to make sure that all these drugs that they're coming through are safe and healthy, with things like fentanyl and drugs killing people. It becomes important that they are safe for consumption from the less fortunate that are struggling with addiction. And overall, it reduces harm. If you're able to get drugs and able to get help for addiction in safe ways, it just helps to make sure all of these people who are struggling will be okay in the end. And then our civil liberties as Americans. We should have freedom to decide what we are going to do and what we are going to put into our bodies. If we're allowed to put alcohol and nicotine, and in some states marijuana, then they should not draw the line at any other type of vice to put into your body, so you can get help with everything. And overall, this is a victimless crime. Once again, I want to reiterate that. The only person that it hurts the only person that consuming drugs hurts is yourself. But if we do legalize these drugs, we can knock down these criminal rings of people hurting these small communities, these small black communities predominantly, where drug dealers put their grips into and they hurt these communities. And with drugs legalized, it will overall help all of these communities, every minority and every victim of addiction. Legalizing it and having it so we can help these people and make sure these people do not die because they are people is what I think is overall necessary. So, even though a lot of the times it may seem rather outrageous to just say all drugs should be legalized. It is not an outrageous claim to want to help these people who may otherwise just be victims of their situation. Thank you. You saw the video?
Okay.